After 3 months, I finally make my return. Hello, YouTube. This is Destiny Bond. How you guys doing? I'm a little quiet right now because my little brother's sleeping and all. So I did get a new laptop, and it came with an awesome mic. So now you can hear me perfectly. Anyway, I'm gonna do an NU battle with my good buddy AlekazPSI. So let's just get this thing rolling like we used to. So he's gonna lead up in the Espeon. I'm gonna lead up with a Kecleon, and the whole thing was Kecleon. I was gonna use Magic Coat to like reflect those stealth rocks, but instead he's gonna trick me, and now I'm stuck with Choice Scarf, and so I paralyze him, and he's gonna paralyze me in return because of Synchronize and all. So that can only mean that I have no other choice but to switch because I'm locked into whatchamacallit, Thunderwave. Sorry, I always tend to forget. So I switch out into my Mantine. He switches out into his Carnivine. His Carnivine's going to Sword Stance, and that's going to bring his attack up to +2. And I actually should have Ice Beamed this thing, so instead I Toxic it, and it's just not going to do. I learned that it's not really going to do anything or help me in the end. So anyway, the poison's going to start taking in. Anyway, so he's just going to Power Whip me, and Mantine is not that good at taking physical attacks, so that will take me out in one hit. And I learned that Carnivine actually has a Life Orb, so that does help Carnivine take down this Mantine. So anyway, my Mantine is now down, and I really should have Ice Beamed this thing, because maybe I would have had a chance against this Carnivine. Anyway, I'm just going to send in my Dodrio, and he's going to predict my return. He's going to send in his Dusclops, and I was actually going to go for the Brave Bird, but I decided not to. But instead, like I said, I do go for the return, and he predicted that. So I am locked into that, and I have no other choice but to switch in my Kecleon because I was fearing like a Shadow Punch or something, or a Will-O-Wisp. So he does miss that Will-O-Wisp, and he has no other choice but to withdraw, and he's going to go back into his Carnivine. And I'm actually going to go for the return here because I was predicting a switch. But I do get the Parahax, unfortunately, and he is going to get hurt by his poison. I will switch out to my Medicham in the meantime, and he's going to Swords Dance once again because he was predicting the switch or something. In this case, I am lucky to be faster than Carnivine because if I wasn't, then I'm pretty sure I would have lost this game. I'm just going to go for the Fire Punch, and that will take out this Carnivine. Anyway, and my Medicham has Pure Power and Life Orb, and is jolly natured too, so you can imagine that. I do get the crit, unfortunately, but it didn't really matter in the end because it was going to die in the first place. So anyway, I will take recoil damage for that Life Orb. So he's going to send in his Dusclops again because I think he's going to use like Shadow Ball, Shadow Punch. I'm just going to go for a Psycho Cut, wishing I would get a critical hit in the end. And it's actually going to take down this Dusclops to at least like almost half, to a good amount. So he will Seismic Toss me, and I'm very surprised because I was expecting a Ghost move to hit me or something, but that's not the case. So he does go for a Seismic Toss, so that does give me another chance for Metachan to take down his Dusclops. I will go for a Psycho Cut again because I cannot really do anything with my other moves, of course. Psycho Cut will take down this Dusclops to at least in the red area, but it was not enough. It was not enough because it wasn't a crit. The Dusclops will now use Seismic Toss, and that will take down my Medicham because of the Life Orb damage previously shown. So with that being said, I have no other choice but to switch into. He's going to recover with his leftovers first. But in the meantime, I will switch into my Porygon 2. I do get the special attack raise, which is very lucky for me, as you will see in a little bit. So I will Thunderbolt this thing to take it down officially. And that's pretty much the end of Dusclops. Sorry, I'm a little sick. So in the meantime, he's gonna I'm just gonna take my Life Orb damage, as you can see, and he will bring in his own Kecleon of his own. I do go for the Tri Attack, hoping they would do at least something to this Kecleon because I got the special attack raise and Life Orb plus stab. Believe it or not, Tri Attack did a good amount of damage to this Kecleon, especially since it's a double or a special defender, and I do get the Parahax myself. So he's just going to use Thunder Wave of his own, and that will definitely paralyze my Porygon 2, but it doesn't really matter because Porygon 2 just completely ignores it. But in the meantime, he will recover with his leftovers, and I will go for the Tri-Attack again, thinking I will take down this Kecleon. In the meantime, I do take down this Kecleon with the Tri-Attack because it does a really good amount of damage apparently. And I get a crit. I don't know if that was really necessary or not, but it took it down. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to bring in his Sudowoodo, which I was very surprised to see because I rarely ever see those. He will go for the substitute, so I'm assuming that it was like a focus puncher. And in the end, you will see that I was right. I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, taking out this substitute because I had to find a way to kill this Sudowoodo. And so the substitute fades away, and here comes Sudowoodo. And the next turn, I was going to go for an Ice Beam. No, I was actually going to go for a Thunderbolt, but in the end, he's going to switch out into his Espeon again. And it's going to take, I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, and Espeon will not take this Thunderbolt very well because of that special attack race. It will bring down Espeon's health to at least almost in the red area, but good enough damage to take it down with one more attack. As you can see, we're both paralyzed, so in the meantime, it will ignore its paralyzation. It will Psychic me. Now, I was thinking that I could die, but I actually live this. But then I get the Parahex myself. Now, in my head, I was thinking, okay, he's going to get the Parahex, and then I'm going to attack next turn. It happens. He does get the Parahex, unfortunately, and then I end up attacking. But it doesn't matter because Life Orb damage is definitely going to take me down in the meantime. So with that being said, I think the score is like 3-3 each. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but anyway. So Porygon 2 dies and Espeon dies. So we're both down to at least like an even set right now. Oh, it's 2. I believe the score is like 2-3. I believe. Yes. So I'm just gonna send in my Kecleon, my paralyzed Kecleon. So anyway, he's just gonna substitute like he did earlier because, like I said, this is a focus punching Sudowoodo. I am paralyzed, and I was actually going to go for the Thunder Wave so I can like paralyze this thing. So he's just going to focus punch my Kecleon, or he's going to tighten up his focus in order to punch it, and I'm just going to go from a focus punch of my own, knowing that it won't really do anything, but the Sudowoodo will connect with that focus punch, and it will take down this Kecleon in one hit. So with that being said, I would begin to devitalize a plan on what to take out or what to do next. So as Kecleon dies, I finally realize that I have Sandslash on my team, and that will come in handy in a little bit. So he's just going to recover with his lefties, which I thought he had a Life Orb at all this time, but I'm just going to send out my Sandslash. And I am faster, so that's a good thing. So I will Earthquake this Sudowoodo's substitute to take it down. And that's my plan all along. It's just to, Earthquake it the whole entire time. I was actually thinking about going for the knockoff because I did not want it to recover lefties anymore. So it's going to go for the Wood Hammer, and it's going to take down this. It's going to take down Sandslash's health to at least like half. And without lefties, I probably would have never lived the next Wood Hammer, which was very, very, very ironic. So anyway, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake because I figured I can try to at least take down the Sudowoodo. And I do end up taking the Sudowoodo to at least into its red area, which was at least good enough for at least a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide next turn. But as you can see, he's just going to go for the Wood Hammer, and believe it or not, Sandslash actually survived this Wood Hammer. It lived with at least 14 HP. And we were both just shocked because we thought that Sandslash was not going to take this very well. It took it better than I expected. So next turn, Sudowoodo will die because I will go for the Earthquake. I do go for the Earthquake like I just mentioned, and it will take down the Sudowoodo, and he has no other choice but to send in his last Pokemon. I did not know what his last Pokemon was, so I was kind of predicting at least something that I can probably take down, but that's not the case. So anyway, yeah, it's really glad to be back, guys. I will be recording more often. So he's just going to send in his Manectric, his last Pokemon, and I was predicting an HP Ice or HP Grass. I don't know which one he had, but I kind of hoped that he was spexed, but believe it or not, he's not spexed at all. He's actually a Life Orb Manectric, which became a vital Pokemon in this battle, as you can tell. Now I'm down to my last Pokemon, which is Dugtrio, and I was hoping I could be faster, but he beat me by 5 base power speed. It's 100 to 105. So his Manectric will take down my Dugtrio, and that will be the end of the game. It is good to be back, guys. I will, like I said, I will be recording more often, but the problem is Sony Vegas is being not good for me right now. So I will try to fix this whenever I can, and more NU battles to come, and more Black and White battles to come. Anyway, subscribe. Peace.